And let me spawn in something for you guys so you can have an idea what the torpedo boats are going to be looking like.
I think you're gonna hate me for this, but I think my stream wasn't started.
Yeah, was it?
No, you go very quickly from saying start to immediately intro. So
Sorry.
yes, how dare you? Ugh, no, it's fine. But I think I'm gonna need a recap if as soon as I manage to check if mine's actually up or not.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yes, mine is up. Okay, sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. I'm going to spawn in a copy of the layer that I have some torpedo examples on. And I am lagging like crazy right now. Okay, there we go. So yeah, if you guys want to look through the samples I got there to try to get an idea of what I'm looking for, feel free. Basically, the idea behind this custom campaign is the weapons and armor is going to become more competent, for lack of a better term, as you progress through it. As you can see, the Austro-Hungarians is the starter faction, and the torpedoes gradually get bigger and nastier as you go, which is basically the idea behind this. Large and huge torpedoes will not be a part of this.
You know I always plan to add some of those into your campaign somehow.
Oh, yeah. So this is pretty much going to be just small and medium torpedoes and unguided missiles. So, yeah. I believe Lil Kari was talking about doing unguided thumperhead torpedoes.
Yeah, they're pretty much 100% unguided. Nothing's on there.
We've actually had some pretty good experiences with those when I was doing the Steaming Pile of Ship tournament. If any of my long-term subscribers recall that, they were very effective at knocking at, I think it was Geo's entry like 2 or 3 times. So, have you guys decided on what nationality you'd like to base your torpedo boat off of just yet from the selection you got there? By the way, I should mention that there is not a torpedo for Japan just yet, so that one hasn't been developed. And the ones with the hatches on them, those are actually pulled from hull-mounted torpedo tubes, so that's why some of them have the hatches and why some of them are just on turrets. Actually, that reminds me, I got a very big torpedo launcher here on a Republic of Free State ship. Let me see if I could grab it for you guys. Here we go. This is a bit of a big one, so yeah. There's like a quad torpedo launcher on the back of this. Very nasty stuff. I think it's a explosive frag. Yeah. And it's got some target prediction guidance. This could be another option of something you guys could try if you want.
One thing I want to ask about actually.
Yes.
I'm not seeing much by way of one turns on these torpedoes.
Yes, that was kind of a balancing thing.
Okay, so these are almost all built to be entirely dumbfire then?
No, not exactly.
With the exception of the American ones.
All the ones that you see here, they do have torpedo guidance. I mean, the sonar guidance.
Right.
but they were launching off of either a turret, which would mean that they wouldn't need a one turn, or they would just be fired in an arc that was just big enough for the torpedo sonar to pick up, and I believe that's like 60 degrees in front of it. Am I making sense?
Okay, I think I get you.
Yeah, the hull mounted ones were meant to fire in a 60-degree arc in front of them. I'm gonna get rid of this battle cruiser here, because all we really needed off of it was the torpedo launchers in the back. The Lokari, you already started yours here?
Yep.
Okay. I think we talked about you possibly doing an American one.
American one. Trying to decide if I want. I'm basically just right now trying to decide how wide I want the ship to be.
That's perfectly fine. I think I might go for a Russian one myself, because I believe the Russian and British use practically the same torpedo. So I could probably reuse the torpedo launcher for this thing. Actually, the British one's just a little bit bigger, I think.
And you've got auto despawn up.
2, 3,
Right.
4, 5. Can I turn it off and on, or
You've got it on.
auto despawn is? I didn't know that's something I could turn off and on, to be honest.
Yeah, it auto deletes things below a certain size.
Sorry.
That's alright. It's just it was turned off, but now it's back again. So
Okay. I don't really have any idea what kind of budget restrictions I want on these. Hi, Clint. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Building torpedo boats today. So I think I'm going to try Russian one here. Oops, I'm building the wrong entire damn direction. Hope you've been doing well, Clint. I haven't heard from you in a while. Says I am well, work times change and I am off for today. So am I. That's usually when I try to do stuff like this is on my days off. I'm here with I Am Mark III and Lil Kari, my usual partners in crime. So, Clint, have you been following up on any of the Dominion Adama stuff, or you kind of need a good once-over for that just to see what we're trying to do here? By the way, Ian and Lil Kari, you're not, you don't need to use steam engines if you don't want to. That's just something I've been doing to try to get extra speed out of stuff. So yeah, just kind of do the power systems however you feel.
Oh, I was totally planning on using a steam engine.
And that's completely fine. Just let you know, just do that however you feel like. Let's see here. I want to build this feller. Aya, what kind of nation have you decided on?
Well, my problem is that I don't really know what kind of aesthetic to go for any of it, so I'm just going to build something and then you assign it later, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Mayor, I'm just gonna design a ship and you build off of it.
I guess you saw the. Okay, it looks like he saw the stream that we did where we were building the fortresses.
Yeah, the fortress thing, we all kind of went and did our own things on that one.
It ended up turning out pretty well, though.
True.
But yes,
I would also
to
point
answer your
out,
question, Clint, this is going to be like World War I/Dreadnought era stuff. So,
yeah,
sorry, Ian, go ahead.
I would also point out that fortress thing was for Heistmeister's custom campaign, not Dammer's.
Oh, okay, my bad. Sorry, I got a little confused there.
Yeah,
I forgot
so
we'd done that one.
yeah, so that one was we had some more freedom of choice than we do in this one because Heistmeisters didn't have any preset like build styles for anything, so we were free to do whatever we wanted. We still haven't finished that set of stuff either, though.
Heistmeister's been awfully busy since then, in all fairness.
True.
I should also let you guys know who are watching this. The reason why I'm building this out of wood and Mark III and Lokari are building out of stronger materials is that this is going to be a very early game torpedo boat. I still haven't decided on what I'd like the armor to look like. I'm sure I'll figure that out as I go. All right. I think for this I'm going to do a layer of stone inside a layer of wood, just to get a little more toughness. Lack of a better term. Yeah, that'll probably work. Okay. Clint says he's still ready for the day when there is a Potato Mark II gets built. Funny you should say Potato there. I've done some upgrades to his system.
If perfectly, more RAM.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
RAM has received a pretty significant overhaul.
Yeah, it was really showing during the 7 Days to Die stream last night.
How did that go, by the way?
No crashes at all on my end.
Yep.
And also, a lot of stuttering that I'd usually put up with in-game was also absent.
Well, good for you.
So it was playing smoother and more reliably.
Orgy. Today? I think that's a typo over there, sir. Or ma'am, or wherever you choose to identify as.
So I don't have a Potato Mark II, but what I do have is technically a Potato Mark 1.5. But that's the best I'm going to get for a while with the resources I have to hand. So
Still better than no potato whatsoever.
oh yeah, still better than no potato whatsoever.
Let's see here. I think I want to do. So if it caught fire, it would be called a hot potato, would it not?
No, it does. I call it that whenever it's. I think I'm overloading it anyway.
Oh, okay. Wasn't quite sure how far you'd want to go with that joke.
Well, we have repeatedly referred to it as the baked potato, so
That's what I haven't heard in a while, honestly.
Potatoes are one of the more interesting plants out there for food-wise. Just on how many different ways you can cook them, and they will be just right.
You sound like a hobbit.
Yes, I kind of figured that one out.
I don't know if that was intentional or not.
It was. It 100% was.
Okay. Steam engines. So are you guys drawing on any real life inspiration here, or you just kind of going with the flow?
Just going with the flow.
Okay. At my way with this thing, it'll probably be moving like a bat out of hell. Let's see here, we need a rudder. We'll put you there for right now. And do a triple expansion steam engine here. Did I put that in upside down? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Not quite sure how the Tetris for this piping is going to end up looking. Actually, what if I did it like this? Yes. So just so you guys know, while I'm working on this, there are going to be 7 different nations in Dominion of Dama. There is going to be French. There is going to be Germans. And there is also going to be the Japanese, Americans, British, Austria-Hungary, pretty much most of the big powers of World War I. I also got a shit ton of biplanes too that I've been building for this. Have you used the new wheels for your Steam? No, I have not. I am.
Hey, those were added.
What?
How the wheels work now. You got one central steam engine that powers both propellers now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. I've been watching a YouTuber goes by the name of Bungalow Bill. And that's pretty much where I've been getting the majority of the current version updates from. Why are you not wanting to connect here? Am I doing this wrong? No, I think I know what happened. No? Did I miss? Did I just not connect this up right, or? Oh, that's what I did wrong. Okay. Yeah, this thing's gonna haul ass. Okay. Anyway, back to your question, Clint. I am vaguely familiar with it. I haven't really messed with that mechanic, to be honest. But I probably should keep it in mind. Well, for something like this, I could see it being good for. But right now, I've been working on craft that are very late in the campaign, and I think I want the. Excuse me. Hold on one sec. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat there. Sorry about that, guys.
That's alright.
I've been using a new CPAP and it really dries up my throat sometimes. That's why I'm talking a little funny right now. Anyway, back to your question, Clint. A lot of the ships that I've been building for Dominion of Dama, they're running on steam engines. And I wanted them to have, the hell? I want them to get, a lot of them, they're going to have 2 props on the end of the ship. I want them to have separate engines so there's some redundancy built into them. Hope that makes sense. All right. Hopefully I've stopped trying to die on you people. Just kind of sucks when you start choking on your own mucus like that. Anyway, how you guys coming along?
Well, I would like to apologize for the explosions you probably heard.
Actually, a few of them came my way.
Sorry. I don't know how, considering you're the opposite direction to where I fired, but yeah.
I don't even see your ship out here, Ian.
Oh, I scrapped it and I'm just working out a weapon. I'm
Okay.
on the central platform right now.
Okay.
I don't
Quick
know
question,
if you
Ian.
have
Did
any
you
weapons
build
like
that
this.
backwards?
Pardon?
Did you build that backwards?
No.
Okay. Then I have no clue why you're saying exploded storage ammo.
That's just it, I didn't, so I'm kind of confused. But yeah, damn it, I don't think you've actually got any weapon systems like this one. So I'm wondering if it's okay with you.
1 moment here. Are these all dumbfire?
Yes.
Oh shit! I love how. No.
Let me
Not very
think on
confident
that.
you were in the.
It's-
engine
It
it's,
seems
design?
like an interesting idea.
It's a mine/depth charge launcher.
Yeah. Let me think on that, Ian.
So it does fit with the era, which is why I'm asking about it, because they did have this kind of weapon system.
Question is, Clint, is that wheel stuff in the current version, or...
No,
is
it's
that-
not. I checked.
Okay. Yeah, because we're building in the current version, not the experimental branch.
As someone who built a lot in Steam, I actually enjoy that part. Being able just to connect one steam engine to multiple wheels, well, to propellers, will be nice actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know, for once, I actually enjoy like this hull I just built.
Let's see if this thing even floats. So far, so good. Okay, let's install an AI. Yeah, let's see here, what else? By the way, guys, I should mention that you're not going to have to worry about EMP because those weapons are not allowed in this. And we're just going to make us a bit of a suite for the AI to reside in. Yeah, I think your I'm sorry. Oh, that slipped out. I'm thinking that rocket mortar of yours might work pretty good on a destroyer later down the road if that's something you might want to try shooting for. What do you think?
Yeah, sure. It's I think it's called the Sea Hedgehog or something like that.
Yes.
Oh, the hedgehog system.
Yeah, the Hedgehog
Yeah, I was
system.
about to- yeah, I was about to mention that.
Yeah, so that thing that launcher is dumbfire, but it's actually firing magnetic mines.
Mm-hmm. Clint says, I thought I seen it on your Steam. No, I wasn't using it on the Steam engine. This thing. Sorry, I'm getting another coughing fit here. My allergies have been an absolute bitch here lately too. But yeah, there's not really a whole lot to this steam engine. I'll just remove the structural blocks here so you can have another look at it. There's little to almost nothing to this thing. It's just supposed to make this torpedo boat go pretty fast. I'm gonna probably be shooting for like maybe about 23 to 25 meters per second with this, I think. And I still need something to hold ammunition in. You know, one thing that's really surprised me about doing these builds for Dominion of Dama is a lot of times when I've been building ships, I usually go with like a double bottom hull, either alloy or metal. And I was surprised by this while testing ships for Dominion of Dama, because the majority only have like a single layer for the bottom of the hull, and they've actually been surviving pretty well with just using that much. So, thought that was pretty awesome. Oh, hi Bungalow Bill. We were just talking about you a moment ago. How are you doing?
Fine.
Hi Norm. What's going on?
I'm coming here. Yes, and I'm being here, and this is my voice.
Hope you got my message.
Let me see. Yes, it's your Arthur. Okay. Arthur.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, I'm sorry you felt that way. It just I had to get away from things and just try to figure out what I wanted in my life. So yeah, that was nothing against you, dude.
Yes, and silence is golden, and you know how much you have heard the other people who were nice, who were the people who was ridiculing you and things, besides my team.
Well, we can talk about that later. I'd rather not bring it up during a stream.
Oh, it's a stream, sorry.
Yes. You're completely fine. You didn't know.
I done a bad thing.
It's okay, dude.
For your forgiveness. I ask the forgiveness of your viewers. I ask the forgiveness of everybody.
It's appreciated.
No worries, Norm.
Yeah, I'll get with you later on that.
All
I
right.
figured you might have had a few questions, which that's perfectly fine.
Yes, we should share our brains and mix them together and later separate them. So,
Make it sound so dirty.
Sorry?
You make it sound so dirty.
Thank you.
I
like
honestly expected that reaction, yes.
Appreciate it. Sorry?
Ian said he was kind of expecting that response from me.
Oh. Yeah,
You know, the classic damn about humor.
Oh, and you are still playing.
Question from Bungalow Bill. He's saying about setting the timer for noon. I don't think you could do that during multiplayer. Can you? Does anyone know? That's the only reason why I haven't set it in here, because I'm here with Mark III and Little Kari, some guys that I play around with.
I'm not sure.
I mean, I can check the options here real fast. That's no big deal.
Indeed.
Let's see here. Environment. Well, according to this, it is set for a fixed time at noon. So,
Yes.
okay.
Well, I think I will leave and notify me when you want to talk. Alright?
All right. Thanks for dropping by, Norm. Take care.
And have a nice time. Bye bye.
Bye.
Catch you later, Norm.
For those of you who are wondering what's going on with the with what we were discussing there, Dan had decided that he needed a break from things and to sort some stuff out in his personal life. But I'll just leave it at that. Let's see here. I think I want to put like a little bitty APS in this thing. Nothing too crazy. Sorry for the burps. That's part of my gastroparesis. Can't really get around that. I always get crazy gas from that shit. Well, Bungalow Bill, I've been surprised how fast your YouTube channel's been growing. I'd like to say congratulations on that. Yeah, I kind of get tired of chasing the subscriber count. It's just a carrot on a stick that you just kind of get sick of after a while. Ian probably knows what I'm talking about.
Honestly, that's probably the best explanation for the ordeal of YouTube.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a fallacy that a lot of YouTubers are probably running into.
All that matters is the numbers.
Yes.
It's just the numbers, nothing but the numbers. Obey the numbers. The numbers.
Jason, what's
see
the numbers?
all.
Or Mason, what's the number? Excuse me.
The mystic power of the numbers is 3.
The numbers compel you. $47 what there, Clint? I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure what you're talking about there, bud.
Hi, little me. Welcome to the stream on my side of things.
Oh, how's it going? I haven't heard from you in a little while. Actually, quite a while now that I
Yeah,
think
little
about
me.
it.
Yeah. Exactly what he said is umdy, what we got here. And I
So we're
expect
going a
with
little
accent.
cockney on this?
Yeah, I suspect with accent as well.
Yes.
Who knows? But yeah, for once I'm doing an FTD stream again. I mean, I never actually
Yes.
left FTD technically. It's just it's been on the back burner for quite a while. Mainly because I was waiting for more recent patches to shake themselves out.
Also, it's kind of easy to get burnt out on this at times.
It can be.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to do something new and you just realize you're just making something you already made before and just differently.
Okay, I see what you're saying there, Clint. Question: does anyone know what 3 inches would be in millimeters, or maybe 2 inches?
We should ask
I
the
could probably-
Babelfish.
2 inches would be roughly 25.5 centimeters. 25.5 millimeters. 25.5 centimeters. That's a lot bigger than 2 inches.
Well, maybe I'll just go with the 60 millimeter base for the gun that I'm working on for the torpedo boat. It doesn't need to be anything crazy nice or anything like that. I am kind of struggling to decide on what I want this to look like. $50.8. Thank you, Clint. That sounds like it'd probably be, what, 2 inches, roughly?
Oh yeah, that was good. We've got
Yeah.
the extra simple weapons installed. Huh?
Oh yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in there. I highly recommend you play with it, Samaya.
No, we could easily just go to the converter as well.
Where would I find it?
It's listed under more simple weapons.
I don't see a listing for that.
Really? You don't see it in the main build menu?
Nope.
Have a switch over to my stream for a sec so I can show you.
Okay.
Okay, so it's in this list here over on the left-hand side.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
I don't have it, so I don't know. Maybe I had to enable it in main menu or something.
That might have been what
I was
happened.
about to ask, did you forget to do the most important thing? It was enabling it in the main menu.
Yeah, I
That's
did,
okay.
I did forget because me am complete and utter newbie and has never modded FTD before. I apologise.
All
Well-
things considered, it's actually done pretty well so far. I've been very happy with it, and I like that I get a little variety of the weapons that I'm making for this. That looks like it needs to be a tad bigger. Maybe take this up to, like... 3.5 doesn't look too bad. There we go. Let's see here. I want some alloy mimics. Yeah, I figured you might have Googled that there, Clint. Sorry, I'm getting another coughing fit coming on. Sorry. I swear I do not have COVID, I just have allergies. Yes, Ion?
Shortest Viking, welcome to my stream. Hello there.
Hey,
Um,
Viking!
Yeah, Viking. Viking said, you know, I realise all of you must love this game more than me. It's, I think, for all of us, it's more of a love-hate relationship. There are some things we don't like, but we keep coming back anyway.
That's
Yeah.
a
One of
fair
the
statement.
developers.
So yeah, we definitely don't give unqualified approval, but at the same time, there is enjoyment that we do find in here, and that's why we keep coming back.
Honestly, it just scratches an itch that I have to build things. I just love building things. That's
Yeah,
pretty much
that's
the
why I
main
keep
reason.
coming back as well, actually.
What's wrong, Lokari?
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure both me and Ion are building in the same direction. Or someone.
What the?
Yeah.
Did someone spin the build platform or something?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Just
Yeah, for some reason my boat, when I uncaps lock it, went flying and smacked into yours. So
no, that means yours was attached to a tractor.
yeah.
But because you were caps locked, it was locked in place. Clint, welcome to my stream. Hey there. Since you're not watching the other stream, of course, just to let you know, we are building stuff for Dama's custom campaign. Yes. Yes, you are now on both.
I'm glad to hear you're doing well there, Bungalow Bill. Been really enjoying your stuff. It's good to have a few fresh faces in the FTD community.
Yeah, I'll second that.
Yeah.
You might want to... Hang on, let me just turn your boat's docking points a little bit. There we go. Oh, that's why I was waving around. When our boats collided, you picked me up on your boat.
Oh, is that what happened with that?
Yeah, apparently I was kidnapped against my will.
That reminds me of a story I read on Reddit once. Based on a fictional story where the humans found out somehow via was it hyperspace or whatever it was called, to basically kidnap things via piracy. Worked most of the time.
Yeah, I think you can't control the time in multiplayer sessions there, Bungalow Bill.
Yeah, don't think you can really.
It's sad but true. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Sorry, I try to mute myself when that's been popping up. I don't know why, I'm just extremely phlegmy today. I have had like all 3 booster shots, so I seriously doubt it's COVID. Oh shit, how the hell did that happen? I don't know what... I don't know why, but the game keeps teleporting me to Valkyri's torpedo boat.
My torpedo boat here is somehow mystical.
I guess. It seems like it does that whenever you place a new sub-object for some damn reason or another. Bungalow Bill says, thanks, I just wish they didn't gate community post behind the subscriber count. I know exactly what you mean. That is something I have struggled with myself. I haven't been able to get over 320 subscribers for, what, like, it's been like, what, a year now? So yeah, I know your pain, trust me. It's the hot, cold weather. Quite possibly. I don't know why I keep wanting to do this, but it seems like every time I want to use a mimic, I just by habit keep wanting to pull up the UI for the decorations instead. It's crazy.
It's a good habit to be in, though.
I suppose.
Viking says he uses RPG in a box to satisfy his building needs now. That way, when he makes a game's worth of content, he could sell it. Which is a very valid point, actually.
Yeah, I can get behind what he's saying.
Yep, same here.
Listening.
One inch is 25.4 millimeters to like 8. Okay. I knew. Oh, excuse me. I know that it's somewhere around 25 millimeters because I believe a 4-inch gun is like, what, 102 millimeters, something like that? Stop me if I'm wrong here, guys.
Somewhere around there. Though
Yeah.
you're the one that's looked that stuff up, so you're the one that's going to know about it.
For me, I remember it being like 25.5, 25.4-ish. Due to the simple the math conversion isn't exactly on point.
But from the depths, you can only get to so many decimal places. That's just kind of the nature of the beast, sadly.
True. Hiya, Richley. Well, sorry, not Rich Lee. Richie, welcome to the stream. Is it a flying
Hey,
craft?
Richie.
No, it's a torpedo boat. of some vague description. In theory, it's meant to be a torpedo boat. Though, honestly, beyond that, the instructions are kind of vague. I'm not going to lie.
I know you don't like it when instructions are vague.
I generally don't, actually.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Actually, what am I doing? I don't need an IFF on these. Yeah.
I just wasn't exactly sure what to tell you, Ian, because usually with a lot of your builds, I don't think you've ever done anything really historical.
No, that's why I was talking about, so I wasn't really sure how to go about doing like a build style or something like that, because I don't normally match other build styles. I normally just do my own thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like being pigeonholed either. I completely get that.
So I struggle to imitate or follow a certain established pattern unless it's one that I've come up with myself.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's one that I've come up with myself, then I tend to do some weird and wonderful things with it. I think the Forkies is a great example of that.
Yeah.
The cathedral in a box that had everyone else in the tournament running scared until they actually faced it a few times.
That thing had a lot of block spam going on there, in all fairness.
In all fairness, it did have some, but actually most of it was heavier than standard wood. There wasn't that much by way of standard wood built into it, despite how it looked. We are doing this for Dama's custom campaign, the Dominion of Dama.
Mm-hmm. This says 4 inches is 101.6 millimeter, and this says same for me. I don't try to make things look like something that already has been made. That's completely fair. I try to go for semi-realistic, for lack of a better term. Yes, I am.
Lore accurate? Like accurate
What do you
to the lore, accurate to the lore of the world you're trying to weave.
What are we talking about? Your build here, or
in general? Like this is technically an alternate reality setting.
Oh yeah. Dominion of Dama takes place on a world called Dio, and on Dio, everyone has roughly World War I / Dreadnought era tech. It'd be like 1890s to 1920s technology. So that's kind of the what I'm trying to shoot for, which means we don't have a lot of crazy thing like beat, hash, EMP, things like that. I kind of want to take things back to a more simpler time, and that's pretty much what I'm wanting to roll with here. I think Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts kind of stuff, because that's where I'm getting a lot of inspiration for this. Yeah, I have more than enough ammo, it seems. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I think on the back of this, I would like a simple weapon anti-aircraft gun.
Yes, Clint. Cookie Wagon is a good example of something just going its own way. Well remembered.
Yes, existence, the inches to millimeters is a pain in the ass, yes. I will agree with that. I don't know why we keep using that here in America, but we do.
There's surprisingly a reason for that happening.
I think it had something to do with pirates that you brought up once.
Privateer.
And it's sort of the same thing, but not really.
Government official pirating.
Yes. Let's see here. More simple weapons.
But basically what happened was a French ship, after the new colonies freed themselves from British rule, decided to, one of the French people decided to bring over a mirror and a kilogram to show us off. To show it to us. Unfortunately, that ship got raided by a British privateer. They did try again, but the ship got lost, though.
So it's almost like it's destiny, from what it
Yeah.
sounds like. So we're just
So,
not
yeah.
supposed to have the metric system. Let's see here, what kind of deck is this thing getting in? Yeah, that's probably way too much cooling for what I want to do, but Actually,
Viking says, yeah, trying to do historical replica builds is a different skill set. Yeah, it is an entirely different skill set from just making stuff that looks nice. He also says another game he's played is Foxhole, based on between World War I and World War II, and it's got a couple of ships that would fit into FTD quite well.
Hey,
Yeah,
do know
recognize
some
that
guys who
game.
play that, yeah. No. I'm almost thinking I want this APS to be moved up a whole entire meter. Yeah, I might do that. Okay. Objects. No, sub-object mode, that's what I want. I need a spawn on my stupid ship. Come on, Rimbot. There we go. Oh wait, I can leave that like it was. I hate it when it does this. Let's see how it looks there. Maybe. Maybe I can live with that, yeah. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying there. Trying to find a build style, though, that's something a lot of people seem to struggle with when they first start playing FTD, and it's just something that just evolves over time.
Honestly, I think it's something that people struggle with unnecessarily. because sometimes people come into this game and they're looking at things to learn how to do a certain thing, and it's like, oh, but this guy's stuff looks like this, and that guy's stuff looks like that, and I want my stuff to look cool, and I'm going to try and copy bits of this one and that one, and it's like they don't quite understand how to do it, and it's too jarring to them, I think. So it's
Yeah.
like they're trying to push into it and force it rather than figure it out how they want to do it.
I can totally see where you're going with that. This
but
says
my ramblings have a
he
point
wants to
sometimes.
stick to centimeters/meters. Yeah, that seems to be kind of the standard for a lot of games. Their existence. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Ian. What were we
No,
going
it's
with
fine.
there?
It's fine. Oh, Viking said he meant to do those ships he mentioned as a video, but couldn't get himself back into FTD to do them.
That's understandable. FTD is a strange mistress,
Yeah, it's
to say the
a
least.
harsh mistress sometimes. FTD can be a harsh mistress.
It is a venereal disease infested one. Let's see.
I think that looks alright.
Oh, is that Ion?
I've just put in another thing, if you want to have a look.
Thing.
Yeah, on
Could
the
you
deck
be
of my
more
ship.
vague?
Yes. Another thing onto the deck of my ship.
Actually, those are some pretty sweet looking torpedo tubes there.
Yeah, I looked at yours using the steam boilers, and I thought I'd nick meshes mostly from some custom jet parts,
Okay.
actually.
I just like using the boilers because they're very, very smooth and have
Yeah,
fairly
quick,
nice
quick and
finish
easy.
to
Yeah.
them.
Well, I prefer to have a bit more detail on the surface of mine, so that's why I did it that way.
Oh, that's perfectly fine.
Anyway, let's continue.
I believe, Lokar, you said you were wanting to go with dumbfire torpedoes. Is that still the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think one of my turrets is currently bugged out.
That's no good.
Okay, so I'm just gonna save this vehicle. Then just gonna delete it. And respawn in.
Yeah, carry existence. I am very aware that the bands are kind of hard to hide, if that's what you're talking about. Let's see here. I want. Actually, let's take these guys off. Put that here. So, what do you guys think of the new changes that are coming to the rudders and whatnot?
Well,
The big rollers are finally going to have their place.
And I think the small rudders are getting nerfed.
Yeah.
oh, the small rudders are getting nerfed into the ground. Well, depends on exactly how you're using them in the first place, but that's the only thing that's really affected what I've been doing, if I'm going to be honest.
I remember your primordial stuff used a lot of techniques for that. So
Yeah, I use small rudders like for roll, pitch, attitude, you know. They were great for working that in, but they're a pain to lay them properly.
Mhm.
But they're not going to work for that anymore. But I did
Mhm.
check, and that's the only thing that's changed. The other stuff I was using, maybe not quite as intended, I guess, still works. So,
Yeah, Viz Bungalow Bill actually did a video on this. He actually explained the changes very, very well. I highly suggest watching it.
if you can send me a link to that later, please.
I thought I already sent you a link to that when it came out.
I'm not sure if you did, actually. I'll have a look.
Thought I did.
I'll have a look.
Okay. Look under Damadoc.
Let me just tab out really quick. Look under Dama. Look under Dama. Dama. Nope.
Okay. I'll have to see if I can find it again for you then. That's not a big deal. Let's see. Seems like Existence has a rough idea of what I'm talking about. He's asking if they fixed the upside down frontal exploit finally. Probably. I remember that was
Yeah,
I
one
think
of
it
the
was
things.
Starling Gaming that discovered that.
One of the things they've done is they've locked them, so the simple rudders only really work in an upright forward-facing position.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it broke what I was doing, because I had them turned on the side, I had them facing the wrong way, you know, all that kind of stuff. But now they only really work if you put them where you'd expect them to be on a little ship. So.
I just barely had enough processors. Okay, we're probably good on that now. Let's see here. I want to get some alloy poles, do something like this, I think. Distance says he's got some boilers. He's gonna, I mean, not boilers, but rudders removed because of that crap. I'm not surprised. That's the wrong one. I don't know why, but I always want to click on yaw first. I'm doing decoration work. There we go. Up down positioning will go 2 meters. Up and down scaling. Bring it down to about yay. Okay. And let's see here, decorations. We'll slap a smoke generator on that. And now we got some funnels. In a moment here, I might hop over to see how IMR 3 and Lilicar's torpedo boats are coming. Just to see how they're doing.
See the abominations we are creating.
More or less. Now, there was only like one ship I ever used. Well, no, there's like two ships that I've used that rudder trick on for the for roll stabilization. Thankfully, there was just like only one ship that I made for the entire campaign that used that, and it was a submarine. So I was able to get something to kind of work out with hydrofoils instead. It seemed like it did pretty well after that. Might be worth looking into if you guys are running into that problem. Well, let's see what the other guys are making. That I? What torpedo type did you end up going with? The British
fitted,
ones?
Yeah, they are fitted with British torpedoes.
Okay. Let's have a look at Lilicar's here. Ooh, very interesting. Okay. I think the funnels might be a little big on that Lilicar.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well.
But it needs more power.
Yeah, take care of existence. Have a good night. More smoke when engine power is being used. I think you probably could do that if you really wanted, Viz.
Yeah, the ABCs.
You can do all kinds of
ABCs.
fuckery with these.
The advanced control blocks.
Yeah, you just said ABCs.
Did I?
The little car did.
Oh.
ACB, excuse me.
Yeah, I was wondering. Wait,
ABCs,
ABC
1,
Warriors?
2, 3.
Why are they involved here? I didn't know we were invading Mars.
Not today. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Mars will eventually fall to us. One day. But not today.
All in good time.
That's a 2000 AD reference, if anyone's wondering.
I think I want to try taking this thing up for a spin here.
So if I really was going to invade Mars, I'd be using demolition charges.
What, Red Faction style?
Oh, you actually know, huh?
Hey, it's a game I really enjoy and a game I've long considered recording. So, I
Out of
actually,
curiosity, what was your stupidest way to die in that game?
There were lots.
Considering how often you get ragdolled into who knows where, I don't know.
For me, it was actually a piece of debris that fell on top of my head after I blew up a fuel tanker.
I think for me it was. Do you remember that really big bridge across
I
a
did
big
that
canyon?
backwards.
Oh, I know that one. I actually
Yeah,
had
once
fun
I was
blowing
rigging.
that up.
Yeah, my first time there, I was rigging that thing up for demolition, and then I accidentally destroyed it while I was on it.
Yeah, that would definitely kill you.
Well, to be more accurate, an enemy convoy turned up and
That was
detonated
completely
the explosives a bit
wrong.
prematurely. So that was a fun time.
wrong.
But yeah, since I said I was toying with recording that stuff, I've actually got the entire Red Faction collection on Steam just because of that.
Oh, nice.
As in, like, not just Red Faction Guerrilla, I've got Red Faction Armageddon, as well as Red Factions 1 and 2, so the original games. So... Viking says, isn't an Azipod a little too modern for a torpedo boat? An Azipod?
Who's doing azapods?
I'm wondering what an Azipod is, so...
That's where the whole propeller turns and not the rudder.
Well, technically I've
Stop me
mounted my
if I'm
propeller
wrong here.
in a rudder, so... I don't know.
If you have like a propeller that's like on a spin block, that I believe that's an azipod. Stop me if I'm wrong here.
But yeah. What's your judgment, Dower?
What's up?
Judgment? Is my propeller assembly allowed?
Well, hold on, let me do something here. I went in, fudged my steam engine here. Yeah, that's a bit advanced for what we're wanting to do here.
Okay.
But thank you for asking.
Thanks to George Viking for actually posing that. I hadn't stopped to consider for a moment there if it would be or not. Also, was that a new term? Hooray. I wasn't familiar with Azipod.
I think I might be generating way too much steam for this thing.
Question is the steam. Is there just smoke coming out, or there's flames coming out of my smoke pipe?
Your pardon?
There's flame coming out of your smoke pipes there.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Smoke, just smoke, because I'm trying to set up a condition where once it reaches 80%, flames will start popping out, significantly damaged.
Yeah, we've been doing stuff like that. You can put that on there if you want.
No, I'm asking if it's doing that.
No. Actually, yeah, I could see something coming out of yours. I thought we were talking about my torpedo boat here. Sorry, misunderstood. Just put a key ID here. It seems like with only one boiler, I'm getting about 17 meters a second, so maybe I'll be better off putting the second boiler back on. First, then I gotta kind of tweak it to make sure it gets to the speed that I want. And it's porpoising a bit. 23 meters per second, 25. 26, that's a bit high for what I want, I think. Let's take this down to like 0.7, see where that gets us. I want to shoot for like maybe 22, 23 meters a second on this thing.
Oh, no worries, Viking. It's just fine. It was a valid question. Yes, Clint, that was on a spin block to swivel as an intended aid for turning. Though Shortest Viking's query did point out that it's actually a bit too modern for the time frame of this campaign setting. So that's why I had to tear it out, and I'm going to just hull mount it instead. And in fact, I've downgrading from a large shaft to a medium shaft, so
Giggity.
indeed.
Let's bring this up to 0.8 with a boiler here. And
Less
see what
girth,
speed
more
we get
power.
out of it.
No, don't feel bad at all, Viking. Look at it this way. With the changes your question brought on, I have sacrificed some extra turning potential, but I now potentially have more power instead. So, yeah.
So in the last few updates, have you guys had any favorite new blocks?
It's probably the new wheels for the steam engines.
I've not really been keeping track of the new blocks, if I'm going to be honest.
I think the one I've been liking so far the most has been the all-in-one local weapon controller. That thing has lowered the block count on a lot of things. Granted, it's a little more expensive, but cost isn't something that I usually worry about all that much. So this thing's doing about 23, 24 meters per second. Seems to turn very, very well. And she's worth about 20... I'm sorry. More like about just a little under 30,000 materials. I think I'm going to do a circling AI for it. That's probably what I'm going to try doing here in a little bit here, Viz. They're asking if we could do a live weapons test. Honestly, probably a good idea. I'm just going to try to get some painting done here real fast. gonna try to paint this first before I got too far along. Alright, I might spawn in a Marauder here in a moment, so you guys might want to make sure you have turned off whatever you want turned off.
I don't even have AI in this.
Okay, that's no big deal. You know, the funnels on them almost makes me think French there, little Kari. Almost.
Almost.
Probably just bring in a Marauder just to see how well this thing functions. Could someone grab the Marauders and make sure that their AIs are turned off when I spawn them?
Yep.
Make sure they're on the other team.
Right, thank you for reminding me. I'll put them on Onyx Watch. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Did they not spawn?
No,
Or maybe just a bit of lag?
I'm not seeing them.
I might have screwed something up here.
Ah!
There we go. I clicked the wrong button. My bad.
AIs are off.
Thank you. So the real question is, did it launch its torpedoes? And yes, it did. One of them missed, but I think that's just because from the explosion. Quick question. I'm wondering if you guys might have an answer to this. If I were to use the wireless transmitter and receivers for torpedoes, will that work on sub-objects? Does anyone know?
If it's on the same overall construct, then yes. That should work.
Because I think I might want to do that to spread these torpedoes out a little bit more. I usually like to have like about 2 seconds in between torpedo launches. That way they can get a very nice spread without having to worry about the torpedoes knocking each other off course when they explode. If that makes sense to you guys. Because explosive physics are a thing in this.
Yeah.
How's the missile controller for this thing? I haven't seen the missile controller. That's it right there. Okay. Now, let's see here. Let's go. Alright, see if that works the way I want it to. The delay fires. That'd probably take a bit more effort than what I want to use on this, Viz. But I'm not entirely sure if the torpedoes are actually reloading or not. We'll see. Nope, doesn't seem to be working the way I intended. Okay. Well, I'll just leave it as is. Make it a little cheaper that way anyway. I think there is something I do want to try with this hole here, though. I'm going to use a fill command.
Yeah, I used one for a few moments.
Okay. Thought that's what I was hearing. That doesn't look half bad. Actually, Now what the hell am I thinking? I could just... make that a little bit longer. That'd work just fine. There we go. I think that makes it look a little bit better. No, I think I could probably live with this thing being just a little bit derpy, because this is going to be a relatively early game ship, so yeah. I think I'm pleased with it. Not quite sure what to call it just yet. Let me see if I can look up something to name this. Yeah, that's what I'll call it. Not entirely sure how to pronounce this. But basically, I took a Sabaton song and I translated it into Russian.
Well, mine moves at least. Doesn't have steering yet, though.
In Russian,
Mine
this is a
floats, but
metal machine torpedo boat. Where are you guys at?
a good question. I'm just letting this ship.
And I think you need a little pitch control there, bud.
No, the picture's alright.
Okay.
Don't mind me. I'm just gonna be sent back into the zone just fine.
What's this fin up here for the front?
Just decorative, honestly.
Okay. Looks like it's hauling ass.
Yeah, top speed currently clocked at 27.
Let's go have a look at little Karis.
Nope. And dropping it like that is apparently not making it do a...
Yep.
was clocking 43 while trying to do a backflip. I don't think this is
It
intended.
reminds me of mine currently.
Hmm.
You almost got more of a destroyer vibe for yours, Lokari.
Meters.
Have a look at the inner bits of this thing. Surprised you didn't put a transmission in here.
There's a reason. Oh yeah, that is a good idea.
Hey, you'd be able to get a little more efficiency squeezed out of those boilers that way.
Actually, no. The reason why it's going so slow is because I said it to be that slow.
Oh, okay. By the way, guys, you can use PID stabilization thrusters if you choose to do so, just so as long as they're not meant for buoyancy.
This thing already floats pretty well without being burnt. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think you even had an air pump in here, did you? Nope.
No, like I said, this thing's meant to be a fragile ship.
Okay. I think potentially it could be a German or French one. I'm not entirely sure yet.
There's also not much in internals anyway.
Well, let's have a look at what your torpedoes look like real quick here. Humper head, explosive warheads, ballast tank. Did you set a float depth for your ballast tank?
It should be at 5.
Okay.
Oh, nope, I didn't set float depth. Thank you for checking on it, though.
This is probably got a bit too much smoke on mine, or are you talking about mine or Lilakari's, Viz? Excuse me. He's talking about yours, Lilakari. He thinks there's a bit too much smoke going on with it. Excuse me.
You can usually change that out.
You alright?
Apparently, as soon as I start turning, though, this thing starts to go, you know what? I'm gonna go somewhere else.
Well, that's not good. You meant to say sheep? Maybe I did. I'm sorry. Oh, goodness. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. While you guys are tinkering, I think I'm going to try and make me a little biplane here. Oh, I hate that thing. Ah, that's so annoying. Yeah, how do I want to go back to this shit? Didn't mean to do that. There we go. Simple weapons. Access turret.
Listening. Form up and fly with fleet. Moving out.
Oh wait, I wanted to do it that way. There we go. Let's see here. Put a bit of glass in front of these. There we go, that works.
Failed does your measurement system, not inches.
He says his thumb is 1 plus or minus 1/64 of an inch wide, and the French even call an inch a thumb. Interesting, I did not know that. He also says he still uses SI units if making anything serious. Also, decimal inches are a thing now if you're matching. Yeah, actually, when I was in high school, I took a computer-aided drafting class, so yeah. I know a thing or two about measurements.
My dad, despite being born in the 60s, actually knows how to use a computer for a very simple CAD.
And Dema is actually certified in the state of Oklahoma to be a CAD operator, but that would I probably got that certification like about 20 years ago, so I don't know how valid that would still be in today. I tried going to a ITT tech school to try to get myself more familiar on the more recent versions and see if I couldn't find a job doing it. And then the whole, well, you guys remember what Barack Obama did with the technical schools, the for-profit ones?
No.
Basically, he had them all shut down.
Barack Obama. I just say I have some beef with him. Concerning what he did to my state with Medicare. Or Obamacare, excuse me.
From what I understood, it seemed like the practices of those businesses were predatory, more or less. That was kind of the reasoning behind it.
Did they take out the ability to shift from one shaft size to another?
They did.
What did I have?
They did. Alright.
Basically, you want to go from, I'm guessing, small to large.
Small to medium.
I mean,
No, it's not done, Viking. There's still a lot left to be done here. I'm just mucking around with the powertrain again.
control.
I just want regular weapons. Where's the regular simple weapons?
Because I realised that my propeller is not developing that much power, so... So I was looking at trying to get it to run a bit stronger. Because for some reason the crank motor seems to have a limit on how much power it can put out.
Yeah, it's another reason why I don't like those.
Wasn't there a thing planned about merging?
Merging what?
Merging or splitting shafts?
I think that was the belt thing that they were talking about earlier.
In that case... So that will need wheels and belts to do that.
But I don't think that's in the version that we are currently playing in, just so you know. Oops, I'm building up the something else, am I? Yes, I was, okay. So, question, does anyone have an ETA on when those new changes to Deadly Blade's supposed to happen? Were you guys in the chat there? I did that wrong.
Listening. Water mode at your service. Moving now. Moving now. Moving now.
Yeah, that'll probably do for engine power. I don't plan on making this thing go too crazy fast. Clint says not too long the way they are updating. Okay, so I guess that means they're somewhat imminent. I usually try not to look that kind of stuff up because it just kind of pisses me off when I start reading through those patch notes, so hope that's understandable.
Viking says, you guys ever watched that video on the cost of Concordia? Always makes him laugh because if an FTD player designed that boat, it wouldn't have happened. Can't say I'm familiar with that one, actually.
No, I'm not familiar either.
I have no clue what you guys are talking about.
Cost of Concordia.
Concords of Concordia, did I hear that correct?
Concordia.
Concordia, okay. Yeah, that's... I'm not familiar with it, to be honest. Clint says you will like them the way you make planes. I probably might. We'll just have to wait and see. Over the last few years, I haven't been very enthused with a lot of the things that have rolled out, but it's not something I really want to go into here because it just leads to a lot of really sore feelings, for lack of a better term. See here, can I? Well, we'll just have to wait and see on that then, I guess.
One of Internet Historian's best videos.
Do what now?
He said it's one of Internet Historian's best videos.
Oh, really? Okay.
I've not actually seen much of Internet Historian stuff, I've got to be honest.
Turn that damn mirror line off. There we go. Excuse me. Clint says it will not break the stuff I have already made, but I'll just not be able to use them anymore. Me and Ian were talking about this, and we seem to think that the Daddy Blades just might go the way of the old fuel engines.
Yeah, like
Or they just...
soft removal
ahead, Ian.
now. Soft removal now.
Yeah.
Then, if you recall, eventually, after giving it plenty of time, they just replaced the original fuel engine blocks with wood blocks.
Mm-hmm.
And said, hey, you had time to change them. Off you go.
More or less.
If I just... No, okay. It's a story of how that giant cruise liner sunk right off the coast of Italy.
Really?
Oh yeah, that was the Concordia.
Yeah, that sounds like it was no fun. Bungalow Bill says, definitely think critically when watch my patch note overviews. Try to be upfront when I don't 100% understand a change, but I still make mistakes. Yeah, I can completely relate to that, Bill. Trying to do videos on anything FTD related can be difficult, especially if you're striving for accuracy. So I can completely understand that. Excuse me. Says upper rudders now work upside down again, but they need to be facing forward. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there again. Actually, this might look better if I do something like... Free Fate, hello there, how you doing? I don't think you've been to any of my previous streams, have you? He says, I love building extremely compact so every update breaks my vehicles. That's, yeah, kind of par for the course there. Sadly. We're just gonna turn off the particle effects from that. So let's just turn them all off. There. Well, welcome either way. I'm glad you're here.
Welcome to our little corner of insanity.
Sanity is such a relative thing, though.
Sanity's for the weak.
Well, there's that one guy that I discovered via stream.
What's that, Lokari?
I remember talking about that crazy guy who
Uh,
basically did.
yeah.
I don't know, we've had a lot of crazy people come and go, so...
Basically, the guy who basically had to be kicked out of his own home because he didn't pay his mortgage for several years now, and
Oh,
owed
damn.
about $500,000. Who has a cult? Basically, imagine that. He's pretty much in the line of sanity. What the hell is that? I don't have that.
It's somewhat overrated, honestly. I know this is probably an extremely vulnerable place to be putting ammo here, guys, but this is supposed to be a very early faction plane, so I'm not expecting a whole lot of survivability out of it. We'll just try to hide that jet engine there a little bit better. Let's see here. And Bungalow Bill says, although only one simple rudder works at a time, so putting one forward and one aft to oppose roll will not work any. Yeah, that was something we were just discussing earlier, I believe. Wasn't it, Ian?
Yeah. How I was multiplying forces and things for my primordial fleets by using and abusing simple rudders in new and exciting ways.
Actually, Bill, just gotta throw this out here. Feel free to say no to it, but we add people to these streams every now and again. If you ever want to join us for one of these, just let us know. Hey, you're a pretty solid builder. I'd like to have you along. Bill says, however, this will work with custom rudders, which are generally superior to hydrofoils for this unless you really fast response times. Yeah, I vaguely remember you saying that the hydrofoils response times are going to be a bit slower. He also say custom rudders only calculate a single force to the entire cluster of blocks so that they have some performance benefits. Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to try to do that, kind of like based on the square area of, or the surface area. But it seems like they worked it out, so yay that. See here, I want... Bam has picked up a few tricks for doing some hiding some thrusters.
Okay, Clint, I'll ask. Dammer,
Yes.
World War 1 to /2 era, did they have applique armor?
I believe they did in World War II, not so as much in World War I. If you look at some of the sides of the, I think Panzer IVs or the Panther tanks, they did have some spaced armor. I think that's relatively the same principle. Stop me if I'm wrong here, guys. But I think it's roughly the same idea.
So it is kind of available in the time frame.
Yes, I'd be fine with it.
I think Clint was asking because I have some on the sides of my ship.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Don't worry about it. I'm more so worried about the weapons and custom jet engines, heavy armor, things like that. That's the stuff I'm mostly worried about. Yeah, like World War II, you'd be correct there, Free Fate. But, yeah, I've used a bit of a plique here or there just to try to make stuff just a little more beefy, for lack of a better term. Where they can handle damage just a little bit more better. But mostly for this campaign, I'm just trying to stick with arrow weapons. Because let's be honest, kinetic rounds, they go straight through a plique, so...
Yeah, so it won't really add that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of
defense.
kinetic shells in this, by the way. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there. What were you trying to say?
Nah, it's fine.
I know sometimes we just kind of do that.
Nah. Well, there's no intentional malice or anything behind it, so I think we're good.
Yeah.
How could you do this to me, Dan? How could you?
Bungalow Bill says, yes, propellers and spin blocks are azipods due to drag that will get applied to the rudders when the alpha branch is merged in. Thrust vectoring is way better than rudders. I'd imagine so. Alright, let's see if this little darling can fly. Yep. Actually doing a decent speed, about 79 meters a second. Oh, I'm gonna come clean with you guys here. One of the reasons why I'm doing this custom campaign, I just kind of want an excuse to build things. And I've really taken a shine to a lot of the ships that I've seen in Ultimate Admiral Dreadnought, so yeah, that's kind of what's going on with that. Let's see here. Bungalow Bill says, since rudders will have lift drag rate, I'm assuming you meant to say ratio of 1, they're always inferior to thrust vectoring on the alpha. Okay, and this says, so if you want to have front and back rudders, they don't work. Bungalow Bill says at a 45-degree angle, thrust vectoring will be about 40% better, and a 5-degree angle is about 2,000% more efficient. Okay, good to know. Thank you. We're not even using all that engine power. Well, I could probably yank some of these injectors out then. Just so you guys know, I'm kind of making this for the Russians. That's why it's like an alloy wood composite. Yeah, it's a bit much.
Viking says, if we're getting technical, oblique armor would be closer to the real thickness of ship armor than a meter thick of armor.
Yeah, I could see that. Bungo Bell said he was wrong about the simple rudders. The scaled down in multiples. The quote from Alpha Branch is, multiple rudders combined provide the same force as one. So you can still try, but your mileage may vary. Okay, so you could add as many of them as you want, but they'll only provide as much force as a single one. Is that the way I'm interpreting this?
For simple rudders, yeah, I think that's what he's been saying.
Okay. Yeah, there are a few people that are in parts of the from the devs that kind of struggle with trying to explain things like this. So. Let's see here. What do I want to? Yeah, that's okay. Combat altitude 200. That's okay. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Yes, climb, you bastard. Okay. Bill says, so you could still try, but you're... Okay, I just read that line. I thought the chat moved. Sorry. Let's see here. Add new decoration. Wedge. Wooden. Wedge. 1 meter. Pitch. I'm surprised by how straight this thing's flying. It probably could use a bit better pitch control, but shockingly stable. I think I could live with that rocking a little. Yeah. I think I'm going to replace that with alloy. There we go. Wow, this plane that I've been working on here is like just a little over 7K materials. That is cheap. I don't know if you guys know this, but usually Damma doesn't really cost much.
Well, if you remember those little zeppelins I made was like 2,000 each. So yeah, small craft can be very, very cheap. Surprisingly.
Landing gear on this here in a sec. Decoration. How would it do against the flying squirrel? We can find out here in a little bit, Diz. I don't expect it to be that great, but
I still remember.
Oh, was it?
I remember when the flying squirrel was the big boogeyman.
Yes,
Better
because no one
times.
could hit it with missiles unless you just happen to get a lucky shot. Imagine there's some FTD veterans here that know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and shuddering in fear at the mere mention of the name of that beast.
That thing was terrifying, not gonna lie.
Indeed it was.
Just for the simple fact that you just could not hit it.
It was the measure of a good anti-aircraft vehicle if you could actually even track the flying squirrel.
They seem to kind of lost their potency, though, after APS became a thing.
Yeah, APS cannons were just too flexible for the existing flying squirrel design.
Squirrel is not a good test. It has smart weapons. Yeah. Just a tip for you guys, if you're looking for like something that could do a very flat black, try using glass. Works very well for this. And I think I want to, yeah, armor up the bottom of this just a little bit better.
Okay, that's the steam plant armored.
And we'll put like...
This ship does not want to stay in the fucking order.
Black or railgun? Yeah, black does pretty good against a squirrel.
It's starting to annoy me to the nth degree.
What you trying to do, Lokari?
Trying to get the ship from nothing up and just jumping out of the water. Every time I do, it seems to think, you know what, I'm just gonna do that.
Have you tried hydrofoils?
Oh, I have.
the
I
front?
have.
Okay. Have you tried changing the pitch of the propellers themselves? That helps me sometimes.
Oh, hello there.
Oh, there.
I remember when APS first came out, and it was Ireland Game, and they came up with a minigun Sea-Wiz. It was like 45 millimeter, had 3 belt-fed autoloaders on it, and yeah, that thing could pop squirrels all day. It was very, very strong.
Oh, watch out.
But what happened?
Almost ran straight into the Nokari side.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Luckily,
off by myself. Where are you?
Oh wait, who's the ship with the white
That's fine.
superstructure? Oh, sorry, I almost rammed straight into you, damn it.
That's completely fine. I have it saved.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, you almost ran into me. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Getting very annoyed at my ship's nosing up out of the water.
Oops. Screwed that up.
Luckily my craft hit reverse and it was just fine, but yeah.
Yeah, that around and up this way, and decoration. I made that go the wrong way. Here we go. You know, Viz, I actually went and changed that design a few times. I ended up using it in like a 36 millimeter, and I had the autoloaders below the deck on a single axis turret, and I could get about 500 RPM out of that thing. Do like I think it was like a 22 segmented, 22 segments in the shell, and it was timed frag. I set it with like a little bit like a 0.5 offset. Had a nice. I just realized I had my mic muted because I had a bit of coughing fit there again. I thought my game was messing up. Anyway. What I was trying to say, as the microphone was muted there, I was wanting to ask you guys if you had any go-to weapons for early game.
Small missiles.
Not really.
All the small missiles.
Yeah,
Well,
I can see that.
not exactly a surprising one for me, yeah. Because you know I like those things. Yeah, I think that basically sums up my early game approach. Is just a various types of small missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's a very flexible weapon system, and
They are.
quickly rigged up as well.
See how this thing looks in green? Not bad. Almost like a baby puke green. I might switch it to a bit darker green there, Viz. I don't know just yet. What the hell is with my PID here? It just all of a sudden decided it wanted to go crazy on me. 20mm dual purpose APS. Yeah, I could see that being a good shell. What kind of shell was it? Was it like, frag, or was it like, just, like solid, or was it Sabo, or... Just curious.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're right, Viz. I think I might try to make this a little bit of a darker green here in a bit. I think for this bit on the bottom side here, I'm going to do that in white. I was kind of going for like a bit of an olive drab color. But yeah, it does need to be a little darker. We did like this. Yeah, that looks good. No, better at least. Kinetic EMP, really? Okay. Yeah, I could see that working on a small plane. Early game, that sounds like it'd actually be fairly nasty. think I need to play with the PID for this thing a bit. Let's see here. Pitch. That's better. Yeah, we'll paint that one back there.
Okay. Clint says Magmine's Rock.
Magmines, yeah. I can see
Magmine's Rock,
that.
yep. The short Viking goes on with large magmines are very cost effective, or were at least. I'm guessing last time he was playing. He thinks they were the most cost effective missile method he could figure out after a couple of days testing way back when. So probably. Well, there have been steady changes to the missile system, tweaking values and things, so who knows if that's accurate now. Clint points out they work and the AI doesn't seem to pay them any mind. Well, it's funny you mentioned Magmines, Clint and Viking. I'm not sure if you were here at the very start of the stream, but my ship is actually fitted with a Magmine launching system in the rear turret. So this thing has got magnetic mines.
Alright guys, I'm going to spawn in a few flying squirrels here. If you guys could deactivate the weapons on them, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
So, here we go.
Got him. Who has laser defenses?
It's on the fortress.
No, the fortress, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, this thing isn't even going for him for some crazy reason. It just seems like it's just wants to happily fly in a circle.
All these squares make a circle.
There we go. I think I had it on the wrong setting there. I think I need to tinker with the local weapon controllers on these. They don't seem to have a very good hit rate unless you dial it back down to maybe like 700 meters, I've learned. Yeah, I don't expect this thing to do very well against squirrels. I knocked a few blocks off there. It's probably going to get lucky every now and then. But about anything is going to shred through this pretty fast considering the bulk of it's made of wood. Only the bottom's armored. That's all intentional, mind you. Yeah, Free Fate, I used to be a pretty big fan of low-angle frag myself. I guess splashed one of them. Let's change the range to 700 meters. trying, God bless him.
Also, May is also trying to light some of them up as well.
I have this painted in the correct colors here. Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. Yeah, it looks like you knocked out one of them. The later planes, they're gonna have like 20mm Sabo APS. By the way, I should mention that fighter aircraft are the only things allowed to use Sabo.
Understandable, considering that we didn't really use Sable until in fires. Oh, and speaking of weapons, there's one type of weapon I would actually love to see that actually be created. Though considering what's currently going on, I kinda don't want to explain what it is. It's basically a weapon called electric thermochemical, and it's basically a new way to use a conventional gun. Instead of using your normal gunpowder, they instead use a chemical compound that is only ignitable by plasma.
I know the system you mean.
Yeah, I think I've seen a few YouTube videos on that shit.
Yeah. It can be very great, considering that it has the same performance as a railgun, depending on what you use.
Yes, sources Viking. I have watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Let's see here. Trying to come up with a name for the fighter. I think I got one. Yes, that will do. That's Russian for Phantom Lord, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. I love biplanes. Prefate says, do you ever use a negative depression on the cone angle? No, I have not experimented with that. It seemed like... Sorry. I'm not entirely sure how I'd be able to get that to work, because wouldn't the cannon have to, like, fire just slightly over its target to be able to make use of that? That's basically the reason why I've avoided using it. I hope I'm making sense.
It's quite effective. I've done it before, and it can shred a Mirage just fine.
Well, how did you do it, though?
Pretty much the same way you do any other gun.
I mean, we're talking about the cone angle going straight down, right?
Well, I'm more the air burst where it slam the targets from above.
Yeah, I'm talking about doing a... I think what he's talking about is like a cone angle that's like straight down. Because you can have it when the frag explodes, you can have them...
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I just usually did mine with though at an angle.
Okay. It just seemed to me like you'd have to have the shell detonate above whatever it's shooting at for that to be very effective, and Wasn't sure how to make that work. Let's see here. There's a decoration I need for this. Yes, I can. Yeah. This thing. I originally thought I wanted to try using this guy for the Russians, but it seemed like it might be a bit too advanced for what I wanted, since it's a monoplane. If anything, I just spawned this in so I could get the red stars off of it for the plane I just built. Hologram projector, there we go. That's exactly what I was looking for. Frags tend to bounce less if you set it to a negative 15 to 30 when they impact. I'll keep that in mind, thank you. A lot of times though, I try to avoid using frag with APS, mostly for the reason that when it has a blowout, it has like a crazy bad blowout. I've seen frag go through like heavy armor when it gets ammo racked. So I usually try to avoid it for that reason. If it's being fired out of like a simple weapon casemate, I'll use it all day, but other than that, not really. This thing seems like it knocks off a few blocks every now and then, but I don't think it's got the oomph to take out a squirrel completely. Alright, let's see if I can get some decals on this. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. There we go. It doesn't need to be that well protected. Yeah. Let's see here. Decorations. Image display. Hologram projector. Fiction range, it's a bit high. Low enough? Yeah, probably be made a little bit bigger though.
I respectfully disagree, Viking.
What's going on?
Viking claims that DBZ Bridge was the better way to consume Dragon Ball Z. I disagree. I mean, who can forget the epic 3 hours of screaming at each other before you get any kind of plot progression?
Really, I just thought they were all constipated.
That would explain a lot, actually.
Yes.
It's the true source of their power.
Damn, I could tell you a thing or two about constipation. Getting old sucks, for starters. Seems like every time I get a year older, there's another pill that I gotta take. Free Fate says that's fair, but since I built so compact, normally if the gun is hit, it's the end of the thing regardless. Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose. Ooh. I think I actually shot one down that time. Okay, so let's see here. How do I want to do this? Wait, I think that's rotated around the wrong way. Let's try it again. Not quite. There, that's what I wanted to see. Okay. Elevation. Up, down. Right, left. Check that way. Let's go 3.5. There we go. So how you guys torpedo boats looking?
Well, I just need to finish off the superstructure, give it detection, and then everything will be fine. Of course, I haven't tested the, torpedoes yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy to say that my torpedo boat engaged the flying squirrels with its torpedoes. So, yeah.
Yeah, probably need to work on the level
Yeah,
up controllers there.
Already did, yeah. Yeah, that was the thing.
There, now looks very Russian. EO red stars. Where are we spawning in?
I'm just testing my torpedoes out.
Oh, okay. Using the, what are those, the 20 mil Clarion, or how are they pronounced?
Yeah.
I was wondering where all those red tracers were coming from at first.
Red traces?
Yeah, coming off the little Kari ship here. Boom. Well, Kari's has me thinking more destroyer than actual torpedo boat now.
You'd be surprised, but early World War I and later World War I as well, torpedo boats were sort of dual purpose between anti-ship as well as torpedoes.
Oh yeah. Let's go have a look at ions here. Oh, you went with casemates. Looks like you got your pitch problem solved there, Ion.
It never really had a pitch problem, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure you almost did a backflip there earlier.
That's because I lifted out of the water with caps lock.
Oh, okay.
So under normal circumstances, that wouldn't really happen.
So what kind of shells are you using in those casemates, Ion?
Just HE bangers.
Okay.
Same here.
That's one thing that I really loved about the bombing run AI for biplanes. It does strafing runs so well. I just want to spawn something in real quick to see how your torpedo butts compared to it. There we go. But that's the destroyer for, who was it? Republic of Free States? Hey, how's it going, Dan? Welcome to the stream. I don't think I accidentally torpedoed you with my destroyer there.
That explains all the oblique armor that's in the water.
Yes. Oh, for 7 days to die there, Dan? Well, lay it on us.
What's Dan saying?
Dan is saying that things are going well for him, and he's been doing some researching on farming. I'm assuming he's talking about in 7 days to die. Excuse me. Well, Kari, I think you're about to back into my destroyer there. Nope, we're good.
So much as this is hilarious to see, I only need to.
Need a what?
I need to just check the box that says can turn. Can't turn.
I'm wondering if it might be worth checking to see how well your torpedo boat can deal with a moving target. I've noticed been turned the AIs off on those, so.
Well, it's been having issues with a stationary target as well.
Yeah, I can totally understand that, but that's one of the reasons why I haven't been using the SODAR guidance for him. It can be tricky to make him work. Viz says, I always made some pretty big farms in 7 days to die. Dan says yes, that 50% applies to getting seeds when you harvest, apparently. So you can get some seeds back. So I guess the rest of the seeds you would need to make out of the plants themselves, is what I'm understanding.
Yeah, it's the way it works is that level 1 you can't really sustain things. Level 2
Mhm.
you're kind of breaking even,
Mhm.
maybe a little bit of a surplus, but then level 3 is when you will get enough seeds back to be in a net profit. So level 1, the low levels benefits really is the extra yield when you harvest things, but it doesn't really allow for sustained farming.
Okay. I forgot how fast this destroyer moved. I also have a medium bomber that I was kind of working on off and on. Haven't gotten around to finishing it
Be
just
aware
yet.
there are mines in the water,
Okay.
because you guys spawned that right as I wired in the AI for my mine launcher. And I think they're going after you, Dammer.
Okay. This is a medium rocket bomber that I've been working on for a while now. Pretty potent. So I don't know if I actually want to keep it or not. Yeah, Thumperhead unguided rockets are crazy strong in this.
Unfortunately, the ship died before my torpedoes even hit him, so I can't even tell if they did anything good. So I'm just gonna spawn a ship very close.
You could just turn the God mode on it. Or like turn off the weapons for a lot of these craft out here. I was intending this to be like for the Republic of Free States, but I don't know. It already has something that's a little bit cheaper and better. If I can find it.
Did someone turn my AI off?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
See what my torpedoes would do to this Marauder.
Oh, so you wanted mine not to be pitching in. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
And yes, they do a pretty decent job at, well, deleting the entire section here.
For some reason, this thing spawned in with like no materials whatsoever. That's weird. But yeah, this thing does a lot of the same things that Medium Bomber does, so... And it's got more rockets overall. So I don't know if I want to keep the Medium Bomber. I might use it for someone else, I don't know yet. I think the color scheme worked out pretty good for it, though. I think I'm gonna try deleting some of these things so we don't get too laggy. To get rid of that destroyer there. And we'll pull you out. Look, Kari's got one of his torpedoes rolling off the top of the deck.
Oh, it'd be. I think, yeah, the one on the left here kind of broken for.
That doesn't sound like safe stowage practices, that.
No, not really.
Yeah, it's the right back, right after. That's not properly turning, so I have no clue what it's doing.
Is this all you got for the superstructure?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm very terrible at making superstructure in this game.
Mine all look the same, so yeah. Trying to get the variety in the superstructures of the ships in this campaign is kind of a pain for me. I think you might be about to, yeah. I thought you were about to beat yourself there, but I guess not.
That's the AI controlling, not me.
Well, it missed. So there's that. I see you added your miniguns there, Ion.
Actually, if you check their autocannons.
Yeah, I know.
So I added the minigun turret and swapped them out to more era-accurate weaponry. Because the autocannons would have been around, but the miniguns, not really. They don't turn up until later.
That is true. Actually, I don't think the minigun became a thing till like the 1950s or 60s.
Mm-hmm.
1960s. Actually, no, the concept of the minigun was around in the 1860s.
Yep. Back then, those were hand cranked.
Yeah.
Hiya, where'd you get the idea for the ammunition storage here?
Don't look over here.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that.
I was just looking at your ammo storage here. You got the front and back without like anything on it.
Mainly because I got distracted and didn't actually finish.
Okay, I didn't know if that was intentional or not.
Nah. But it's not exactly safe. I'll admit.
Actually, it might be safer than you think.
Well, it is.
I believe
Pretty
the
well
explosive
sandwiched.
radius for ammo is like, what, only 3 meters unless they change that here?
They change it based on how much ammo you have currently stored, the bigger the boom.
Okay.
But yeah, I was planning to steal that, then I got distracted. So, story of my life, really.
George Viking says, I always run out of design energy when it's time to build the superstructure. I can relate to that some.
Same here.
I find it so easier if you don't try to lump the superstructures together all in one go. Like if you go to it, do a bit, then go to somewhere else, do a bit there, just bounce back and forth. Like, I
Mm-hmm.
may have my superstructure up now, but I've been adding pieces to it steadily since I laid down the overall shape of the hull. You alright back there, little guy?
See how your system, mine launching system would work. There.
It's a 2-piece turret with an additional 45-degree spin block on it. So if the boat remains level, it'll automatically angle to a 45-degree launch trajectory. And the mines themselves have 100-meter magnets on them, so its engagement range is 300 to 500 meters. Because they fire 400 meters out.
So anyone want to see some of the freight ships that I've been working on?
Yep, sure.
So far I've only got 2 of them.
Hey, ever wonder why your ship wasn't properly rolling back over?
Rolling... what?
Back to a somewhat more leveled state?
You mean pitch?
Roll.
I'm content with this roll, why?
Well, it was never turned on in the first place.
That's
What what?
Your
You said your-
PID
yeah. Go ahead, Lothar.
your PID was never turned on to roll.
I got distracted? Yes? I think that's starting to become a catchphrase or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this right here, Viking. This is a heavy cruiser for the Frankish League, aka France. She's got her main guns fore and aft are 8-inch. The secondary guns up here, I can't quite remember. I think they might be 4s. Nope, they're 5-inch guns. The casemates down here, these are all 6-inch. And it's probably the most expensive thing out here, aside from maybe the platform I brought in. I think the color scheme worked out pretty good. Yes, it's supposed to look French. And I'll spawn in the pre-dreadnought for you guys. This thing is loosely based off of the Charles Bartel class, but I made a few allowances for some heavier DACA. I thought the French probably deserved a super pre-dreadnought. These main guns here are 13.5-inch using 4-meter autoloaders. The side guns, they're using 250mm HE, 1-meter autoloader. They get about 16 RPM. And then we got all these little guns here up top. I believe they're the 57mm from the More Simple Weapons mod. They're all using armor-piercing frag. And we got some twin Bofors up here on top. It took me about 4 or 5 tries to get this middle bit here done before I got to a point where I could live with it. I actually built this in like a 3-part series that I haven't uploaded to YouTube yet. I might try to get one into tonight before I go to bed. I think it turned out pretty good though. What do you think, Ian? Does this look French enough?
Where are you? There's so much stuff around, I can't tell.
Look for the Cobrant class pre-dreadnought battleship.
Listening.
The one that's marked as an aeroplane. Right.
It
Yeah, looks
shouldn't
pretty
be
nice.
Should be a ship.
Yeah, it's, most of the stuff out here is marked as aeroplanes.
Yeah, I think that's just the default that they do.
When you build a new construct, yeah.
Yeah.
Receiving.
Oh yeah, she's also got like 4 torpedo tubes down here. Some pretty big torpedoes. There's not really a whole lot to these secondary guns. The armor on them is pretty much complete shit, but there's so many of them I didn't think it would matter that much.
You know, there's another type of gun I like would love to see used or created, called the combustion light gas gun. Do you know what its performance or proposed performance is? Railguns go roughly about 4 kilometers per second. That type of gun, 7.2 kilometers per second.
Who spawned in this Marauder here? Does it need a die, or
It's,
we testing with it, or what's the story with it?
both Marauders are pretty much AI dead.
Oh,
They have
okay.
no idea. But basically, you know what the idea behind rocket propulsion is? Using hydrogen and oxygen? Basically, just
Yeah.
imagine that as the propellant for a gun.
Okay then.
And here's the thing. Tanks, that's not going to be a gun it's going to be used. That's going to be used for naval ordeals. Because currently, if you use electrolysis, you have all the necessary gas and production you need right there and then. Because all it takes is a little bit of water to get hydrogen and oxygen. And this is actually a lot more better than standard chemical round or chemical combustion, due to the simple fact that it can be more unified and have a lot more control over how much power you need to give a kick of that round. And also the maximum range is about what? I think it was like 300 kilometers. And the standard naval guns, that usually is only like maybe, I don't know, like 30, 35 kilometers of range. So just imagine you're about to shore bomb an enemy, but the enemy's about 200 kilometers inland. A CLGG is able to hit that target easily. I'm also say this, but I'm going to get off.
I thought it might be coming to about time. Might be a good time to wrap this up. And you concur with that?
Yeah, it is about that time.
Okay. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the stream. This has been Damodog82 with iMark3 and Lil Kari. If you guys want your hands on any of the vehicles that we're building here today, let me know, and I'll put them up at the workshop for you. So with all that said, y'all have yourselves a hell of a day, and keep your MR high. Later.
Later.
Yep, later.